Okay, I'm back with another thing that I think people sometimes don't think about or don't understand. We have two things that tend to happen a lot of times with riders. One is steering. I want to go to the right, so I'm pulling my horse right, and I'm bringing both my hands right. Well, when you bring both your hands right, you actually pull the left. So you have a left side of the bridle came over, because that's the hand that you're actually pulling harder on. English horses don't neck rein like that, and you don't want to pull that opposite hand harder. So if you want to use your right hand, use your right hand, and your left hand is not involved. It stays just normal, so that you only are giving your horse one clue at a time. They don't have to figure out what both sides of their face are doing. And the other thing that happens sometimes is my horse's nose is out, so I'm going to drop my hands. Well, when you do that, you loosen your curb. If you have if your reins are adjusted properly like this, and your horse's nose goes the tiniest bit out, if you just raise your hands the tiniest bit, notice my snaffle got a little looser, and my curb, therefore, got a little snugger. So it's the opposite of what everyone thinks. You're not going to drop your hands down and force that horse's head down. You're not going to force their nose down. You're going to use your curb. That's what it's for, and our job is to have trained that horse well enough to know that when you take up on your curb, they should drop their nose. So you either can raise your hands that tiny bit so that you soften your feel on your snaffle and you get more curb, or you can, I ride with my hand open, quite open. I could easily put an egg in my hand, and therefore I have the ability to close my hand at any point in time and take and give. So I can close that middle finger, which is the one that's going to control my curb, back to me just a little bit and have a little bit more curb. So there's a lot of things you can do to mess with your reins. You can put your reins towards the tip of your finger and kind of mess with them. There's a lot of things you can do, but the more comfortable you get, the more you see how they work, the more you can visualize it and feel comfortable with them in your hand, the better off you're going to be.